Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing another update and something that could be coming for the Eastern Pacific that could be very strong. So this is just our quick update at what's going on in the world. Right now, our main thing is EOS, or I think that's how you say it. We can see probably Category 2 at landfall, maybe Category 1. Not as strong as we expected it, but we can see it's starting to wrap around the center, starting to get more organized. And, but there is dry air right there affecting the system from the convection wrapping around the system and starting to strengthen very fast. And that's really our update. Romance of Anna, there's really nothing left, and it will die off pretty soon. 93B, 35 knots, could be named. 98W, has a while till it'll be named. And 97W also has a while to be named. Now, let's go ahead and look at the 7-day change now with a bit of cooling, mainly cooling in the Atlantic here. Main parts are cooling, but that fluctuates often, really mainly on the East United States coast. The East Coast is warming, but everything else is cooling, and this means that we'll have cooler water temperatures, but they'll likely warm up during hurricane season, so this could prohibit any early activity for the next few weeks, or even probably we'll have another not hurricane but tropical storm, named storm, in around a few weeks, maybe 3, 4, 5. We honestly don't know. Now, these are compared to average, and we can see, really not as above average as it was. That's a main above average area. MDR is pretty below average, and this area is also pretty far below average. Now, this means that the Atlantic is cooling like we saw, but we can see a good bit of warming here, especially in the subtropics. This could be very close. Well, not very close, but no hurricane seasons are alike, but it could be somewhat close to 2019 and 2011. We could have similarities there off of what we're seeing. Now, here's our actual sea surface temperatures, and we are looking at Celsius. Our Gulf Stream has really died out, 25 degrees Celsius, a little bit below the recommended for tropical development, and we can see a sharp cutoff here on that 26 degrees Celsius in the MDR, which is pretty below average for this time of year. MDR won't be a big concern this year. It's really when it gets to this area, this will be a concern. It could go up there, through here, through there, and up the East Coast, just like Isaias did, as we are pointing out again. Now let's go and look at the models here. So basically, in the Atlantic, we're going to move it out a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but we can see something starting to form here in the Eastern Pacific. We can see storm number 1, which is more dominant, and storm number 2, which is just forming. Now, both of these become a probably named storm, and maybe even a major hurricane here in the Eastern Pacific at 9:45 at the lowest here, and they turn into the Bay of California, or the Gulf of California, that's what I meant, and this one turns into Mexico if we move it out a little bit further, which is very far onto the model, but we can see it will drop some rainfall here. And let's go and switch to the Eastern Pacific, which will be pretty active now that we move in, but we can see a very powerful storm here. 945 millibars. Really skipped it there. Oh, no. 945. So it strengthens, then weakens, and then the moon storm. But this is a major hurricane, but we can see some dry air seeping in there, but not really affecting the storm on becoming a very powerful storm, Category 3, Category 4, very powerful storm, and this will be impacting Gulf of California there, and this one will be impacting Mexico, dropping some rain here and here, causing a little bit of flooding. Slight flooding. Not really much, but really the one that's going to hit Mexico will cause more flooding because this one dies out very, very quickly before it hits there. Now, that's that. But I've made a new forecast here. So 17 to 21 named storms here. 7 to 12 hurricanes, 36 major hurricanes, and 1 to 2 super hurricanes, which are Category 5 and above. I was debating if we were going to have a Category 5, but I think we could have one. If we don't, then my bad. I try to do these forecasts the best I can, and I'm probably not going to change it much because I think this is pretty good, and I'm going to stick with this one. Now, here's the Nino 3.4 region, and here's how it's going. So basically, it went up very fast during March, went down during March, went up during March. Like I've talked in the last video, high pressure here, low pressure here. Oh, I did that L backwards again. Wow, I do not know how to spell like that. So winds go like this, causing heating. Then high pressure right here, low pressure right here, causing cooling. Now, we talked about that last video, so that's why it goes like that. And we can see it's gone up again, and we can see a steady flow, but we can see a big change in the outlook lately, and this will impact the hurricane season greatly. Now, here's the upper ocean heat content. It has gone down slightly here due to the cooling of the general Atlantic area, and we can see, but that has extended over here, that upper ocean heat content, and we can see the Gulf Stream starting to get that there. Now, let's go ahead and look at the, there we go. So let's go ahead and look at the forecast. Mid-May, we can see, wow, May, June, July. Wait, what is that? August, July, August, September. Oh, that was last year. So this is last year, and this is this year. So basically, we are looking at very, very different. So El Nino has gone up 10%, and we can see an El Nino taking into place here. We can see an El Nino taking into place more likely than the La Nina during December, January, and February, and then January, February, and March. We can see an El Nino taking place, and we can see slightly here the El Nino is below during, what is that month? Oh, yeah, November, December, January, and October, November, December. We can see La Nina still dominant here. But ASO here, we are seeing still La Nina taking over that El Nino, but most likely neutral conditions, as you can see. El Nino will rise. Next year, we could have an El Nino, but during early May, we saw a La Nina making a comeback there, but now it's changed very rapidly, and we are seeing now a El Nino probably coming into play. That's really it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.